chat's going. Mm, yeah. Yes, sir. Like the little S10, he ain't big money, small change, bro. Can I get a one in the comment if the sound hitting all right? I got a little Bluetooth AirPods in my ear right now, and we're gonna see how that works. Uh, but yeah, man, get a one in the comment if everything working out all right. Take a moment to give a nice little shout out to everybody that have been hanging in there and been perhaps looking for a video or two for a while and wonder what been going on. And for the people that's in the industry, I know y'all like, what the feezy? What the heck? All right, hold on. Hey, give me one more time if the volume's still good. Let me make sure the mic is working like it's supposed to. I'm not sure if it is, but we're gonna get another one in the comment because I adjusted something. I had something going on in my ear for a second there, so let's just see. Can we get a one in the comment if the sound is okay? Okay. Oh, that's cool. That works then. Man, how the hell are y'all, man? Welcome back to the House I Haven. And we back talking this shit about what's going on out here in the market and how things have changed and how we can all do our part to try and make those changes not be as detrimental to your business, if you will. So, first and foremost, do some shout outs up here because it has been a while, man. It has been a while, and I appreciate y'all staying subscribed and still hanging out and checking my posts. If you're not already tapped in with the IG, the Instagram, High Shot Haven on Instagram, High Shot Haven on TikTok. I'm a little more active on Instagram than anything because it's a lot quicker than put videos together and making time to go live and all that stuff. And plus, I've been real busy just staying here, guys. It's been a big thing to just continue to roll. Not ELD trucks. They saying electronic ELD by next year. I'm not sure about how that works, but there are trucks that truly can't do it. Um, unless it be hardwired into the truck or something like that. There's really not a plug that actually goes with that on my 91. On my 91 Freightliner, that harness plug don't have power that it needs to really run that ELD like it's supposed to. So I know they'll make a way, but that's not why we're here today. What's going on today is what's trying to keep us down. What's trying to keep us, and when I say us, I'm talking to independent owner operators, whether it be in high shot, whether it be in the big truck, um, yeah, it probably is some kind of kid though. But yeah, man, what's been going on lately has been a consolidated effort to consolidate by a whole lot of people, including myself. And one of the biggest things that's been going on is brokerages have been consolidated. Trucking companies have been consolidated. I know y'all heard about Swift and the mother boys combined, and now they got fucking 95,000 trailers and these many X number of trucks and this and that and the other. And also, we have people that are in the industry that would be what you would say mid-sized carrier that have actually went and it made some very large capital investments in trying to make sure that they have a fair market share so they can try and keep capacity going so they can keep their trucks going and try and remain profitable with what's going on. And that's some of what I've been doing over the last few months. I know y'all ain't heard from me that much at all. I've been busy. I mean, it ain't that I forgot about y'all, but I would tell you this, man. Some of the best people I've seen, some of the smartest people I've seen, some of the most financially well off people I've seen, some of the most intellectually fun people, intellectually smart people, business minded people. I mean, people that had money already. Shit, man, people that actually came from money, people that had jobs that made six figures and 401ks and stuff like that, and they had a whole lot of things going in their favor. They are not fucking here right now. They are gone. They doing something else with their life, and I hate that. But for a lot of people, it was for the best because trucking were really killing their life. Like this shit will really fuck your life up if you ain't paying attention because the egress and influx of money as it go in and out so fast, and it happens like within a blink of an eye. Not so much a blink of an eye, but overnight, you could have an account that's got 80 grand in it, and in 36 hours, just because of some stuff that happens beyond your control, you could be negative 80 grand on an account that had 80 grand in it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, trucking is volatile, and I know y'all have heard this a lot, and I know a lot of people come on here and before they quit, they start making videos about how hard trucking is and everything like that. A lot of people do that before they quit, just to have some kind of softness to follow along when their pride is involved. But I told y'all motherfuckers got to put your feelings in your pocket when it comes to this, man. It's about what work, what don't work. And it ain't about who made the most money. It's about who can take the most home. And I've been saying that shit since 2019. And what I've come to the conclusion of in the last, probably, let's say, year, about a year, there are a lot of people that you would think had their business set up a certain way, um, business model a certain way, finances a certain way, will most likely weather any storm. And most people, when I say that, they be like, well, yeah, when you got financing right and you got the right business model, you got good equipment and blase, you probably can weather the storm. But I'm here to tell you yet again, low overhead, low overhead, low overhead. I can't repeat this shit enough. I'm sitting in a truck at speed coat. I'm sitting in the truck getting some tires done. I ain't working today. I'm out here doing this stuff and I'm out here making this video so I can lay some stuff out for y'all so you can understand what I understand right now. And see, the understanding is the best thing in the world with a lot of stuff. A lot of people be looking at what people got going on and they can't understand it. But it's because it's not for you to understand. But the people that need to have an understanding in that situation have an understanding, and what's understood don't need to be explained. Now, come walk with me as I talk about what's been going on. And a lot of people in the market, a lot of people in the market, but they ain't looking at the market. They ain't a part of the market. They kind of in here and they kind of just float by there. And whatever happens, they kind of flow with the current. And it's going up and it's going down. And it's going up and going. And everybody flowing with the current. But what have we always said? Our objective is while it's doing this, and this, through our business model, our financial planning, and the way we set the business up, we're supposed to do this as much as possible. Sometimes you do this, sometimes you do this, but it stays kind of like this. And I've learned to do that very, very well. And most of it starts with the foundation. Most people start with a foundation that is built upon a lot of debt. A lot of debt. Not moderate debt, not startup cost debt. I'm talking about debt. Debt. I'm talking about starting off over 150, 200,000 in debt to the point where you don't know the business, you don't know how to make money. It's almost impossible unless you got some people that know what's going on. You get a mentor, you do some 1 hour consultations, or you got somebody that willing to show you. You got a family member, you might have some customers, stuff like that. But right now, investing or having invested that type of money in this business right now, you're gonna have to really, really be smart. Lucky too, but you're gonna have to be smart. Now, let me break down what's been happening through the consolidation of these different companies. What has happened is normal places that we as truckers, hot shotters, flat builders, we would normally go to a particular shipper to get our freight. Let's just say, let's just give an example. It's a steel coil. I carry coils sometimes. They're made of very fine steel, rolled up into a donut, and we carry them. They use these steel coils for sheet metal that makes everything from the doors, the body panels on your car to the roof on your house, gutters on your house. It makes everything. There's not really much that can be done without at least a little sheet metal involved. You want a building, you need sheet metal. Okay, well, what happened was, in a lot of places where you would go get this particular commodity, and insert the commodity of your choice, because this is across the board. But I'm giving you a good example with the core stuff. Okay, where you would normally, Neil, what's up, babe? Where you would normally go to a shipper, and we're not going to talk about back solicitors or anything like that. You would go to a shipper and say, hey, Mr. Shipper, I have a trucking company. I have an authority. I have $1 million worth of insurance. I got $100,000 worth of cargo for your product. I've been doing it for X number of years. Here goes my carrier pack with all my credentials. I got a nice little top page on there that just outlines all the stuff that your company does. And you would hand that to them and they would say, oh, okay. Well, wow, we could use you, and I'm gonna put you in rotation. We'll be calling you. We'll put you on the email list, and we would most definitely feel comfortable by letting you carry the product. And what would happen is the shipping manager knows how much they normally move this stuff for because they're trying to dictate the price. Notice I said trying. They trying. Okay, so the shipping manager calls his favorite broker. His favorite broker tells him that, hey, we can move those coils for $1,500. That includes our brokering fee, finding a truck. You want them tarped, our tarping fee added into it. Don't forget that the broker gets a tarping fee now. All right, so we can do that for $1,500. All right. Now, normally, what would happen if I'm the guy that just came to the shipper would say, hey, man, I'm going to put you in a direct rotation and we're going to make it so consistently you probably could do one of these a week, two of these a week, one a day, some kind of agreement to a amount of capacity that they may need for you to move that product. And what would happen with the price is you probably wouldn't get the 1,500 because the actual broker is including the broker's fee for doing their job. That's why I say they prepaid anyway. All that money you leaving on the table, they just getting rich off you now because brokers have fees and it's in there. Some shippers want them to do all of it for that one amount and they can take what they want to take and do what they want to do. And some brokers say, hey, we'll give you $200 and we're giving you $1,500 for the truck. And that's $1,700. Or they'll say we're giving you $1,300 for the truck and $200 for you doing the job for us. And they still try and take $1,200 and give it to the truck and keep the other money. So, with that being said, you come in and say, hey, Mr. Shipper, I got the truck, I got all the stuff, let's go. Shipper say, that's fine. We can do it. We can do it for $1,300 to the truck. That's fine. Okay. Now, in a normal world, that's how that works. The broker would get 15, keep 2, get a truck 13. Since the shipper knows this, he will go to the actual truck and say, I would do it for 13, and I could save the broker's fee. See what I'm saying? And there's no possibility for the broker to put it on the board and give it to you for 12 or 1,000. So you know where you stand. Well, let's take that right there, roll that up like a joint, and throw that motherfucker out the window because it's not conducive anymore. That's not what happened. What's happening now is a big old misunderstanding of problem. Well, the shipping manager is now trying to be the broker because the broker not only is an asshole for putting that same $1,500 load up for $900 when they done got their money, they asshole. But not only that, you got the direct guy that sometimes was already doing some stuff for the broker, and the broker is actually not giving them but $1,100, and then they will actually come into the shipper's office and tell them, man, I'm so glad you gave it to me for the 13. For the 13 now, man, that broker was giving us 1,100. Shipping manager got a light bulb go off in his head. If you were doing it for 1,100 for that broker, and every time I sent it over there to the broker for 1,500, he was getting it moved for 11. Guess what you gonna move it now for? 12 instead of 13 if he got a heart, and 11 if he got any type of bean counter in his blood. If he got bean counter in the blood, you're gonna get that same 1,100. Oh, a month later, now the rates have suddenly dipped. That's one scenario about what's happening. You got people that's in the industry that don't know how the industry go, that be trying to navigate the industry and really be tripping their own self up. A lot of folks out here to put their foot in their mouth so bad at these shippers and stuff like that. It's hard to get $2 a mile on some of these loads. I'm telling you now, I argue a lot more than I used to. Trust me. And I'm sitting out here at speed code like a stepchild. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I came to slightly educate because I've been gone for a while, and that's what I do. I do market analysis. I'm gonna show you what's going on so you don't get caught slipping. The whole point of this all is to not get caught slipping. How you get caught slipping? At these shipper running your mouth too much. How you get caught slipping? There's a lot of ways to constantly. We're going to go to the next scenario because that scenario right there kind of making me mad because people that don't understand money and what it really takes to run a truck and what the maintenance on one of these trucks is when it goes down, and people that just run it for diesel and back and forth, data reading is kind of like this. But let's go on to the next scenario of why it's kind of like this and why it's not going to get any better anytime soon. But have your shit together. That's what you better do. Get your shit together. Now, second scenario, we got logistic companies, which are 3PLs, TQL, bitch ass. We got people like Standard Logistics. I hate them motherfuckers with a passion. You take your moo cow ass trucks and your international driving flatbed combo driving ass anywhere. I'm not a fan. Not a fucking fan. TQL, for real, TQL. I ain't gonna even talk about the situation at the port when it was. We're not gonna get into that. But I'm gonna show you what's happening now. It's all about trying to have control of that entity or control. They're trying to have control of a shipper. So what happens is, like right now, this is going into Q4 of 2023. Basically, in the fourth quarter of the year, most of all the shippers start to send out requests. I had a call come in, it was auntie. But shippers start to send out email requests. Oh yeah. It's terrible. It's terrible what the broker do sometimes. But like I said, it's because we will let them do it. And people are financially in a strain right now, and they know people need to run at all costs, and that's what's going on. But people like Standard Logistics will come in, and let's just use another shipper. Let's use a shipper for example. We out there in Dallas. Dallas, we got a major roof and shingle producer. Okay, you go out there to Dallas. Last year, well, year before last, you'll come in the place. Basically, you'll go all the way around the building. You'll see nothing but independent owner operators. You got a few company trucks out there, but for the most part, it's independent owner operators. As time started to go on, I tell you guys, when I see certain people and certain shippers, I start to look for something else to do. And the reason I started to look for something else to do is simply because I know wherever I see those people's trucks, cheap freight surely follows. So if I pull up and see PNS, PNS, PLS, anything with a P in front of it, shit. Uh, if I see certain people standing in the logistics, I know one thing. Their business plan and model is go to a shipper, see where the shipper wants to be on price. Let's just say those shingles used to move for $4. They used to move for $3.50, $4. Florida, you go into Florida, they know it's a trap, they'll give you $4. What Standard Logistics do, they'll come in and tell them just like this. Y'all got it for $3.50. We're gonna do every last one of them for $2.50. And the shipper is like, how in the living hell Is that possible? How can you do all that there for $2.50? And what Standard Logistic does is say, don't worry about that. But if you need proof, we'll show you how we can do it. Because a lot of people know that a lot of these trucking companies and brokerages are lying. Mostly that's what contract law and contracts dealing with stuff like this, bidding on jobs by brokerages, is all based upon speculation and a lie. See, this is what you gotta understand. A brokerage most of the time has zero trucks. Zero. So most time a good brokerage will have a brokerage with a few trucks. So they can, in good faith, say, "Oh no, we're not only a brokerage, we have trucks. But not only do we have trucks, we have access to thousands of trucks." And see, that's where they kind of hook, line, and sinker the shipper in, because the shipper is like, "Well, that's pretty efficient. I could just send this list to him. He can get it to thousands of trucks, and everything is cool." But that is not the actual motive behind doing what the companies are doing right now. The motive is to get all the work from this one shipper. Let's just say that shipper ships out 100 loads a week, and the company that bid and got the contract to do those 100 loads a week only has 10 trucks. But they got a brokerage where they can put it on the board and get those other 90 trucks in here, if that's what they need. 90 trucks in here for the week, and we can do it like that. And what happens is the company that brokers it out, it makes something off of each one of those 90 trucks making that move. That's a cool business model. But what ends up happening is when you have companies that are shitbags, well, they want to make the same amount of profit whether they run the truck or whether they don't run the truck. And most of the time, they make even more profit by not running the truck than they do by running the truck. And let me explain to you why. The reason is they came to the shipper, they told the shipper just like this, we got access to 1,000 trucks. And because they said they had access to 1,000 trucks, they got all 100 of those loads, 100 loads. Then for 250 a mile, which is low, then they proceed to take those 10 loads for those 10 trucks and make 10 loads, not for 250 a mile, but for $3 a mile. So they increase their profit margin on their trucks by 50 cents per mile. And also, they stole 50 cents from the freight that they're not going to be doing. And they will also charge another 50 cents for the brokerage doing the work and transferring it and putting it on the load board. So then the person that gets it off the load board will be running it for $1.50 a mile. So they just set their trucks back at $3 where it should be. And they just set you at 150. And if you go pull that shit, you the biggest damn fool in the world. Right hand to God, we had a truck. We had a truck that I dispatched in Dallas on Friday. We'll come on to the house, man. Before we'll ride 700 miles for $900. Before we'll ride 300 miles for $500. Get what we'll do. Pack that shit up and come on to the house. But what does that also do? That also changes the bottom line for the owner operator. And see, the reason these companies are consolidating is because one, they can go with insurance way cheaper. Two, they can buy $800 a month day cab and a $700 a month spread axle trailer and outbid anybody in the country. And they got banks that's gonna help them do it because the bank in motherfucking trouble. The bank trying to get on the bandwagon with anybody that's still making money because they ain't making money. All this subprime ass lending that's going on, all these people getting approved for houses that they can't afford and they selling them to them. Thank God for the folks that's selling them to them. But get what? That shit ain't gonna last. That shit not gonna last. This economy not supporting that shit right now. And motherfuckers say what they want to say. We, transportation, is the litmus paper for the economy. They can say money gold, housing. Now, transportation. What did it take to build a house? Lumber we pull. How the lumber get to the place to get it cut up and come out the forest on a truck? How the hell they get it from the sawmill to the people that gonna get it to contract and build your house on a truck? And we can't do our job, how the fuck y'all do y'all job? Thank you. That was my slight rant right there for the day. If we can't get the diesel to the goddamn pump, how you gonna go run the load? If we can't afford to get the shingle to the damn construction people, how they gonna roof your house? If we can't run pipe, how they gonna do finish that damn oil pipeline? They've been behind for 8 years. If I can't buy $5 a gallon diesel and still make a profit, $8 a gallon, $7 a gallon diesel, I'm finna buy 2 tires for $1,500 motherfucking dollars to put on a truck when they used to cost 11. 2 tires. They used to be 11, they 1,500 now. Because the economy's so fucked up to the point where, hey, we the litmus paper of this shit. And that's why I tell you, low overhead, low overhead, low overhead. And them folk doing it. See, the shit I do is because I looked at what they were doing before I started this shit, and I was like, that's just like selling motherfucking dope. The cheaper I get my work, the more money I make. And even when I lose, I still be winning because I ain't doubling my money. I'm probably quite that when I told you I come outside to spend $1 and make five. It got to the point where now I'm spending $1 and make damn near 380. Like I don't like that, but I'm doing way better than the average person because most people spending $3 to make four. Listen to me good, y'all. That shit is drastic. It ain't no joke. Like what I want everybody to do. Don't refinance. Don't start over. Don't cut some fat off some shit you got going on already. Get what? I cut a couple load board off. I don't even want that shit. It ain't useful to me enough. It's to the point where I'm gonna have to get some stuff and just really trim some fat off some stuff that ain't really necessary. I gotta keep everything that's necessary, but everything that ain't necessary got to go. And one of those things that I know got to go is the cheap freight. You can't run cheap freight right now. You're gonna have to actually be patient. If you're working off the load, boy, understand that saying no is okay. Saying no is acceptable, and saying no is preferred right now. We got standards to uphold, and if the economy don't want to uphold the standard that it take to really run these trucks, I feel like everybody should take a week off. I don't know what to tell you. Either you can take a week off or take the next 20 years off. I don't know. Take a week off. I know I take time out when I get ready because I'm in a different kind of position than most people that do this stuff. And I ain't never sugarcoated that with y'all. I told y'all from the beginning. I started this shit out with a $14,000 truck and a $5,200 trailer. The highest shit I ever paid was insurance doing this stuff. When I got this truck, I was so far ahead it didn't make sense. With the freight line, there was a cad truck, both of the freight cad truck. This trailer got a note on it. This trailer got a note on it, but guess what? It ain't even 1,000. So it's to the point where like my situation for what going on in the market right now have always been set up to win. But I know if I feel it, and I feel it, if I feel it, there's a lot of folks been felt it. Last year, I was cool till about 9 months ago. 7, 8, 9 months ago, I was like, I know I'm seeing the shit. I've been wading through the shit. But now it ain't even fair no more. It ain't doing what it's supposed to do because everybody want to manipulate the market in their own kind of way. They want to take a lot of market share. But then you got people constructively driving the price of freight down from inside the ship. Yeah, well, hey, that's true now. Hey, low overhead, and maybe even some people should stop sharing what they moving the freight for. Remember, everybody watching the internet don't help my in my position. Now that's true. That's true. Now one thing I will say, I tell people what I run the load for to let you have a reference to what you think you probably should be doing because, like, unlike most people that do this stuff, I'm not on the load board searching for a price. I'm on the load board searching for a particular load, which I already have a price and model set, and it already gonna be set up to do what I need to do, or we don't run it. See, my company don't run like everybody else come. A lot of people look at the load board, pick the highest load, call, and more than likely take it without any argument. Some people go on the load board, look for the load that got a price on it, and they think it's acceptable. They call and take it. Some folks look at the load board, they see loads that don't have prices on it, they won't even call because they don't even know mentally where to start the pricing at. They haven't done it long enough to know what stuff should pay for a certain job. Just because it's 48,000 pounds and it's going 250 miles doesn't automatically mean that it pays $1,000. Sometimes different parameters that through experience you'll know that that load really supposed to pay about $2,500 depending on what you got to do to make it happen. This is not general freight, more like machinery, but it's what you got to do to make it happen that's important. Time over everything. So, with that being said, with shippers, not only shippers being the dicks that they are now, by trying to take the broker out the game but not compensate the truck accordingly, to the brokers that think they gonna be slick. And this is so big right now. Hey man, thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a one in the comment. Give me a like. Give me anything. If you tired of this motherfucking fake ass co-brokering bullshit that people still talking about. Co-brokering my ass. Well, there's no and then on your carrier broker agreement, they want to say no double brokering and load. But see, I got people that do real estate. I got people that do real estate on a big ass level. I know some people that really do, when I say they really do real estate on a big ass level, they are not just agents. They are real estate brokers. So when we don't talk about the brokerage and blase, I'm gonna speak from the perspective of somebody that looked at people make over $200 million worth of sales through a brokerage. So we're gonna talk from some slight experience. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something. When you buy a house, there's a real estate broker, an agent for the buyer. There's a real estate broker, an agent for the seller. Sometimes, if you're a good broker and a good agent, you could be both. You could buy. You could be on both sides almost. Almost. It's some kind of caveat to that, but I ain't gonna get into the technical. But okay. So what happens is in a lot of cases, check this out. You'll see the sign on the side of the road, right? And it says this house is for sale. Call this certain agent, right? Get what? If you got a real estate agent in your family, you ain't gotta call that person on that thing on their house. I suggest you don't because they're working on behalf of the seller, aka the shipper. We over here trying to transport. So get what? We don't call them. We call our people. So what we do, we'll call our people call their people, and guess what? When the house sells, the broker usually get a percentage, like let's just say 8%. And it's up to the brokerage, depending on the agreement they have with the broker's agent, the agent, of the split that they have. And then, subsequent to that, let's just say my agent called their agent and got that sold. Them two people got an agreement right now that since I helped you sell this house, and the brokers was like, okay, we co-brokering the sale of this house, we're going to split that percentage. They didn't say, wait a minute, hold on, let's get this shit straight. When you buy your house, just because it's a broker here, an agent there, an agent, it still cost me 8% to the broker to buy my house. All that other shit in between y'all got going on, that between y'all. Why in the fuck y'all don't do freight like that? Why in the fuck do it? Every time somebody touch this shit, they take 100. He take 100. He take 100. He take 100. He take 100. And then he posted on the board for what the fuck he thinking. Man, if that shit shouldn't be against the law, I tell you the truth. And I wish I knew where TQL real headquarters at, where I be talking to these certain people. If I knew where it was, Get what? It'll be smoke in the city. And I ain't talking about going to do nothing nobody, but it'll be smoke in the city. For real. If I knew what some of you jazz and talking in the same place motherfucker was, it'll be smoking your city. For real. It'll be straight up smoking your city. But get what? That's the biggest scam going on in this motherfucker now. Is the brokerages. Ain't nobody got their own customers. That's why everybody be like, I'm gonna start a trucking company, and then I just start the brokerage. Then I'm gonna get the freight and feed it to my truck. Take the money from that, flip it, have 100 million, take that, flip it 2 more times, then buy a skyscraper. Then next time you know, we gonna be in a Rolls Royce, and then next thing you know, helicopter, yacht, motherfucker. You gotta be the biggest damn fool in America. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. I keep telling people, if shit be so easy, don't you think everybody be doing it? You gotta be the dumbest motherfucker in the world to think that plan really gonna work. Unless you got a friend. If you have a friend that owns their own major manufacturing company and you can get his freight exclusively, mission accomplished. But get what? One of the biggest 3PLs in the country, TQL, they don't even got their own customers exclusively because guess what? No one owes you that. Unless you can provide 100% capacity, no one owes you exclusivity to their freight. So get what? When the broker get the list on Monday, 40 more brokers got that same list on Monday. That's why the lows look so similar on the board and nobody wants to put up a price. Big and and one more thing before I get off here. When you look on the load board, even with a well-known brokerage, and it don't have no phone number, it just say email on it. It's okay to email, see what's up. You might strike gold, but 7 times out of 10, that ain't their load. That's not their freight. The only reason they want you to email them so it can be a delay in between coordination. They want it to be a reasonable excuse as to why I got back to you 5 minutes later. I just saw your email. It just came in. No, it came in instantly. What you had to do was call the original broker with the freight, see if it's still available, first of all. And through my emails, you can negotiate the price based upon what I've already agreed upon in the email. Because basically, they don't want to give you full information. They just come back and start negotiating prices back and forth over the email about a load that you don't even know what it is. So don't get caught slipping and wonder why you can't get it. And then you keep scrolling, and sometimes you'll see, hey man, that load on there for a little bit more. That's probably the original person. That might be one of the people that actually getting what they're supposed to get as a brokerage for their load. But what I encourage you to do, is when these people start talking about they don't have enough money in it, where they actually saying, hey man, the customer is not even paying what you're asking. Ask them. Who's the original broker on this load? Oh, we are the original broker. Kindly hang up the phone because they're lying to you. And keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. And you'll see another load that looks like them. Landstar's famous for it. Landstar won't even post loads on the board just because they on their pimping. The only time you'll see Landstar on the normal load board is when it's in a desperation state. Or you got a sideline agent that's trying to just up their percentage of win versus losses by posting it in a lot of places. But most of the time, that stuff is on the Landstar load board is there simply to be brokered out by other people, slime balls. And see, the crazy thing about it is, when you become a brokerage and you got your trucks and you think you're going to feed the freight to your truck, who do you know that makes a business that's not designed to make money? So, if the freight is not paying what it's supposed to pay, even to the broker that's supposed to be finding the truck, and then the broker takes their percentage and gives it to the truck, couldn't you have just sent your trucks at them and got the fee guaranteed to your trucks instead of trying to make the brokerage rich off of your own operators? See, that's my whole thing. I dispatch trucks simply because the price that they give you is the price that I was able to get, and then I get my percentage from you at the end. You know what's missing. But when you working for a company as an owner operator and they got a brokerage too, like JB Hunt and Werner and all them people like that, and Landstar, they got a broker, and then they want to tell you that you're getting 75, 85% of the freight. 85% of what? A number they made up? 85% of what? After they brokerage made what they need to make off their load before they passed it to you? I ain't dog talking to nobody, but just know your money ain't right. Your motherfucking money ain't right. That's why I've been sitting out here for hours and then that motherfucker run. I ain't trip out no days. We're gonna get back at it, do it again tomorrow, crank back up like it was. I'm gonna go home, lay up beside some salt tonight, come back out tomorrow like an alligator, crocodile, and a goddamn grizzly bear, and run this shit one more time. But what I'm here to tell you is, shit ain't fair right now. Even the direct shipper can't really save you right now. You're gonna have to streamline the efficiency of your operation. You're gonna have to come to the cheapest, most reliable insurance and truck possible. And you're gonna have to stop a whole lot of stuff you're doing that ain't conducive to being efficient and bringing the most money home. If you're out on the road, you have to go to Walmart, some man. You have to go to Walmart, country, you know it. I go, and we say down in the South, you gotta go make grocery, man. You gotta put something in the fridge, man. You can't eat $30, $40 every day out here no more. That shit's not gonna work. And this is not gonna work for your health either. But at the same time, this is not gonna work. You're not gonna be able to do that as an independent owner operator and really see your money like that. You're not gonna be able to spend $750 to $1,000 on food every month anymore just because you out here and you feel like you deserve a steak every other day. There's some stuff we gotta constructively do. You got to slow that truck down something. You can't run 77 across the country and get that good gas mile. You got to tighten up to make it, man. Hey, man, you got to tighten up, bro. You got to pull that belt just a little tighter to the neck notch and know one thing. Hey, man, some of the best. When I tell you some of the best I know. Some of the coldest people I know do it. Like, they for real. I'm talking, this ain't no small company, ain't no me, some big company. And some people on YouTube that was on their way to being some real big companies. I'm talking about some people that had their shit together. But hey man, like real talk. When you talk about business, people won't be like, man, my goal is to make X number of dollars. Or my goal is to have X number of trucks. Them good goals. You're supposed to set goals. You're supposed to do all that. Nick, what's up, baby? You gotta set goals. Get what my goal is, y'all. Get what my goal is, man. Oh, keep going. Keep going. Somebody said a lot of owner operators are leashed on. I don't know how to really say it because it's this shit crazy, and it probably makes some people mad when I say it. But the term owner operator and the term lease purchase owner operator, and just the fact that they say owner op, there's some distinctions that have to be made. Just because some fact matter, even the word owner operator have a lot of different connotations depending on who you ask and depending on where they work. So let me say this: an owner slash operator could be looked at as a person with an EIN number that operates a piece of equipment. It could also be looked at as the owner of a trucking industry entity that also operates the equipment. Wait a minute, let's go a little deeper. It can also be somebody that owns a trucking company and operates the authority on which it operates under. It can also be, depending on where you work at and what they want to tell you, it can be somebody that's paying for a truck for a company, bam, and they operate the truck for that company, bam. That's a lead person on operate. That shit bad, y'all. I'm just honest with you. I don't give a damn what nobody says. It's some people that done got through the lease purchase, they got the truck and moved on. Get what that shit did for your credit them 3 years, you put your credit at risk. Nothing. Your credit was at risk to 3 to 5, well, 2, 3, 4 years. That it depends on which kind of lease. The 2, 3, 4 years, your credit was totally in jeopardy because you had defaulted on that shit just a little bit, just a itty bitty bit. They would have wrecked your credit. But while you were paying all 72 of those notes, they never once said, "Hey, Equifax, this dude is faithful. Hey, Equifax, this dude ain't never missed payment. Hey, Equifax," because the shit internal. So that's a whole nother caveat. But I'm gonna say this: nothing to take nothing from nobody. It's just a lot of different ways you can phrase owner operator a whole lot of ways. Because I'm an owner operator, I own a trucking company, but I also operate the authority that lets my trucking company do this. Yeah. Because you can own a truck and you can own a trucking company, but without authority, you can't move the truck. You can have authority, but without a truck, you can't move no freight. But if you got a truck and you got authority to move it, what the fuck you need a broker for? See what I'm going with this? And this is the last thing I'm gonna leave you with. I will forever say this: no disrespect to nobody in real life. Disrespect to them company though, teach you a lot of disrespect them bitch. But no, like personally, no disrespect to nobody personally in real life. But to be honest with you, if it wasn't for efficiency that the shipper may need, really, all the owner operators and stuff could just do a goddamn union and say fuck them brokers and they man. Fuck a broker and a man. Because simple fact of the matter, that's one of the most useless motherfucking positions in the world. Now 3PL, okay, you doing logistics, you figuring out, but this common freight bullshit, this fucking load of fucking shingles, a load of crane mats, a load of lumber, a load of, I mean, golly, man, a load of tissue paper going to Walmart. This shit don't need brokering, man. That should need all the shippers to just get the load board and post what they got. Then the shippers would have access to thousands of trucks, and quite possibly we can keep people shut their fucking mouth, and then we can go in there and get the shit for what it worth, and the broker can suck an egg. Give them some truck. Tell the bitch to buy a truck. That's my whole thing. Tell the bitch buy a truck. I pull up in $180,000 worth of equipment. You motherfucker can't buy a truck. You want me to carry this shit with $2, 57 miles? I pull up in $190,000, $180,000, $200,000 worth of shit. We got now $10,000 worth of equipment with me. And you think, hey, suck a dick and die, bitch. Hey, get what? Before I do it, I sell all this shit. See, I ain't gonna go out and do it. I'm sell all this shit, do something else. Come on, man. If anything, I'm sell all this shit. It's a different. I'm just gonna close. I don't go out and do it. I don't find bank rush. Y'all see no video about a nigga the mom said how the old lady, the baby ain't healed. None of that stuff on my head. That mom come over here like this. You want to say that when you fucking them folks with them 29 truck? You want to say nobody when you fucking them folks in the air with them 29 truck for 38%? It was all hunky dory and it was player. Everything was cool. I hope them kids ain't yours. I promise I hope them kids ain't yours. And I hope you don't find out till they about 17. Both of them. When they get 17, you find out you are not the father. For real. See, I'm a father. I know that'll hurt. Oh yeah, shout out number 7, University of Mid J Stanley. Um, Impact player of the game, ESPN player of the game against Alcorn State this last past weekend. My boy got 2 interceptions in the first quarter, 4 turnovers, by six of them slap down passes. Quarterback tried to get up through there and a couple nice tackles. I think that boy might have been close to a sack, or he might have got a sack too. But the boy been turning up. Hey, your boy been turning up. That boy been balling out of control. That's for real. Hard work, baby. Hard work. Oh yeah, for real though. Hey, hey, it been a while since I hollered at y'all though, man. Y'all know it been alright with me, man. I just been working hard. It been 100 degrees plus every single day. Shout out Seattle Palantir, my homeboy Ant down here, man. Hey, shout out Anthony Johnson. Shout out Ant Green, Marvin Green. Shout out to the homeboy. Shit, man. Hey, that man been going crazy, y'all. He been going crazy. They got him ranked number 13 in the country in safety, and he just might go all the way. He might just go all the way, but if he don't, he's gonna be a cold ass sport medicine person. I do know that. I know these folks got to be ready for me by now. Hold on, man. I've been out here a long time. Oh yeah, love y'all. I love everybody. I love everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging with me. Like it's so hot out there, y'all. Um, but yeah, before I go, this gonna kind of end it all. I really want to give a shout out to everybody that's still trucking, man. This shit ain't hard. It's difficult right now. It ain't hard, but it's difficult. And I say that because, man, really, oh, I say it's difficult because there's a lot of stuff working against you right now, along with the normal stuff that works against you in trucking, fuel, maintenance, driver, shit, man, equipment, tires, just all kind of bullshit that work with you in this trucking thing. The difficulty level has eased on up a little bit. So your diligence level, your efficiency level, your time over everything mantra is gonna have to ease on up a little bit. Tack times are gonna have to go down. Drive times are gonna have to get more consistent. Brakes are gonna have to get a little shorter. Your driver's gonna have to understand he's gonna have to keep that left side door closed and not stop at every buffet he see. Driver's gonna have to understand that if your dispatcher running you 500 miles, it's simply to have you dropping off the next morning so you can go bam, 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 bam. 500-600 mile run don't mean go take a nap and then try it in the middle of the night and wake up and not have time. Hey, brother, hey, all right, my dog. Hey, one thing about it, man. I know y'all here to stay. Look forward to hearing from y'all again. I know I've been quiet. I've been quiet. I've been working though, dog. I've been working. Man, like I said, did one at a time where people really got to count every penny and make that dollar. Hey man, squeeze that dollar to a holler. But in the midst of doing that, you still can't sacrifice safety. You can't sacrifice maintenance. You can't sacrifice driver fitness. And every single month, the DOT doing a blitz on something. So on the 9th, we're gonna be doing air leaks and brakes, I think. Last month, got that cool ass inspection with the blitz they just did like last week. When was this? The 23rd. Let me cover this shit up. The 23rd. What that thing say? Violation. No violation found. You see it? That 99 Peter Dieter and that 21 written now. Step there. No violation found. So we still out here in it to win it. We still understanding that the safety score matters even when the brokers them bullshitting. We are here to know that our integrity of the top priority and will not be compromised. We are here to continue to say that there are standards and we run an open deck. We ain't no bitches and we ain't moving for no motherfucking $2.50 a mile, suck a dick and die. That's what you do. That's what you do. If you think this truck gonna be running up and down the highway for $2, you're a damn fool. You think that Caterpillar finna burn up all these diesel for $2? Standard logistics, I'm talking to you, motherfucker. Y'all fucked up the whole North Texas. Soon as the clown went out of business, them cocksuckers went up there and got all them accounts that the clown was dibbling down and bringing that hot shot in. While I'm telling y'all, them people want capacity. The clown played with them. And get what? They played with the clown. And get what? These folks standing just come right on in there, get that sheet metal on them 53. Came right on in there, got them pipes on them 53. Came right on in there, got them containers around that on 53. And get what? Get what? That's y'all fault. Everybody that's around daddy, that's y'all fault. Because I told y'all this shit for months and months and months, almost a year. I said, man, fucking Dallas up. How the hell I keep coming over to Dallas and snatching that good ass freight, but he can't get none. He still make videos talking he running 10 trucks out of Dallas for less than $1.50 a mile. And I come over there and put 3 parcels on there for $5 a mile. It's a problem. It's a problem, people. I'm screaming this shit. It's a problem, people. Get that clown out you. Get what? Deal with it. Deal with it. Deal with it. Tell the clown I said deal with it. And he's the only one to blame. There's a whole lot of folks over there popping their shit. All these multiple trucks. And they found motivational speaker now. Motivational speaker now. Self-help now. Truckers are us. Do this. Come on, let's go to the next trucking meeting. Man, get your motherfucking ass out the way somewhere and let a real goddamn trucker make some money out here, bitch. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do now. Everybody thought they were gonna get rich out there shit just because of COVID. I told everybody this shit inflated. This ain't what it is. You better stack your paper and get ready because this shit will go up and got to come down. This shit can't last forever. I'm a fool. I'm crazy. There's a lot of folks that were even around me that wasn't listening like they should have been listening. Where they ass at the crib. They motherfucking ass at the crib. And then the crazy part about it is, while you at the crib, you can't really diversify that piece of equipment like you want to because it costs too much money to play with. That's one thing about trucking. Trucking costs too much money to play with. So when the plan they go out the window and you get all the way to plan X, Y, and Z, now to the point where it's like, man, this equipment is too valuable to jack off. It's too valuable to let anybody just have it. It's too valuable to run. You should have been thinking about that when you were running for pennies on the dollar, worried about some fucking fuel mileage. You should have been worried about gross domestic production while you were worried about fuel mileage. Because get what they showed you last year and a half ago. Your fuel mileage don't mean shit when fuel $5. Hey, when fuel $5 a gallon, I don't give a fuck what your fuel mileage is. Still hurt to pump it. It hurt to pump that shit because it changed your fuel budget drastically. I don't give a damn how efficient you were. You were just efficient enough to pay $5 a gallon when they told you to. Remember that. We are all just as efficient as they want us to be. We are all just as efficient as we can make ourselves to be. That's why the insurance went down, down, down. Y'all was on the channel when I had 3 trucks. Hold on, my truck, the Blue Western Star, and the Freightliner that Devon in, that he was in, which was the original green Freightliner. And I had my black and green Freightliner. I had all 4 of them on the policy. Y'all wasn't here when no motherfucker was getting paid. And that insurance was $13,700, $14,000 a month, 12,500 a month, month after month after month after 5 months. I gave them something bitch $70,000. And there's some folk that has $1,000 insurance. They are gone right now. They bye bye. They have some fire credit. They went and got fire finance. They have some fire ass insurance, and they are in the fire ass freaks with everybody else walking their hot ass F off. And they ain't called they wasn't good at what they do. It ain't called they didn't know trucking. It because they understand how to bring the money to the house. And people don't understand. When you own a trucking company by yourself, that the money that comes to the house ain't even yours. People, I had saved them motherfucker my own money a bunch of times. But guess what? I ain't spent my own money in years. Where I got the money from? Right there. Money, it came in my pocket. Just, yeah, make your bank account get real, real big and see what a motor will do to it. You need to make your maintenance account real, real big. And then you can take it from something that actually look like money from the business instead of putting money from your pocket back in the business. Everybody want to make 30, 40% every week. Take it home, put it in the bank, and then turn around and spend 20, 25% the next week on a set of time because the business account don't have it in it. Call that hustling backwards. Call that hustling backwards, y'all. In the street, that's what we used to call hustling backwards. Because you could have did all that for them J's, and then you ain't got no bond money. Yeah, them Jordans. Let me see what these folks got going on. Give me the one that come and y'all still hear me, man. Street so dirty the motherfucker, but they what they working. So I got patiently waiting, Glenn. I'm on that. Okay, okay. I appreciate it. That dude that pulled in there, that the last one before me on that fire end, he in there now. Oh, okay. Okay, cool, man. Appreciate it. All right. Hey, man, so how that done. God, Jesus. What's up, baby boy? Chilling, man. Okay. After sitting here about 3 hours, now we finally get to work. But yeah, man, I'm a firm believer. I just believe that if I pull up $180,000, 200,000, I ought to be able to get more than $2 damn. I just need the last $2. That's what all the goddamn shit want you to think. It's the last $2. Last $2. I ain't gonna lose. I'm gonna park my truck, make it take the load with the shoes. Yeah, that's right. I ain't gonna do that shit. So crazy. Yeah, we out here, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. 1999, Peterbilt 379, 550 horse cat, factory tune, no extra, no turned up, out the crate, 2016, came out the crate. The motor got 400,000 miles on it, 400 and I think 468,000 miles on it with a brand new speedometer in it and odometer and everything, computer redone and everything. By Peterbilt in Wisconsin, Green Bay, Wisconsin, 2016. I can't get two tires. You see that one tire, it went crazy. But you never replace that tire only because that tire, once you put the new one, will pick this tire up off the ground, and then this middle section of this tire will wear out really fast. So this is my new on the road spare because it still got tread on it, well above 432nd, and that tire right there is going in the garbage. But this will be a spare, and we're gonna put two brand new ones side by side. You never want to put an old one beside the new one because each one will meet in the middle. The old one will wear the new one out, and the new one will need replacing twice as fast. And step your ramp game up, man. I ain't gonna say that because some folks rent trailers. If you rent trailers, lease a trailer, a lot of times people won't let you put ramps on it. But I will say this. That's one of the most important things. Marcus, what's up, brother? Shout out Michigan. Shout out Michigan. Core City too. They love them cores in Michigan. Man. I like Michigan. They let you run two or three of them, man. If your accent sitting out right, they let you run two or three of them. They got different rules up there. Illinois too, man. They let you run a little different up there, big dad. Uh, but yeah, man, I enjoyed the line. I enjoyed y'all as always, man. And y'all know what I say about a hater, and man, I want y'all to make sure y'all keep that thing between the mayonnaise and mustard. And for real though, when you think about trucking, think about long term. Think about the marathon. Think about the chess game. Hey man, this is too big of an investment. Too big of an investment to take it lightly. And if you don't have proper instruction, you don't have anybody to talk to about this. If you need somebody to run ideas across, if you need somebody to help with your compliance, with your business model, your strategy, your plan, just look over what you've been doing, see what you've been doing wrong. Because I'm trying to show some people how to stay here, man. You got to learn how to stay. And that's what a lot of folks don't know how to do. A lot of folks know how to come, but they don't know how to stay. Yeah, I know how to get you there and keep you there. So guess what? Cash App still jumping out 1 hour consultation, $ JBUT LER 357 on your Cash App. Leave your number in the full line. When you see the thumbs up in your reply, just know I'm finna hit you real good on the phone line. It will be a anonymous, unknown caller. But once you see that thumbs up in the reply in your Cash App, just know the next call you get, it might be unknown. That's me. That's me. And one thing about it, I dropped, man, listen to me good. I'm going to say this and get out the way. 2023, we done dropped it overhead on this company over 35%. And guess what we doing as a result of dropping the overhead 35%? We getting about 20% more picky with the shit we put. Get what that means? When the truck move, whenever it move, it's gonna count. If it don't count, the motherfucker don't move. If it don't move, we ain't tripping. Because guess what? We can come out and work 6 days a month and clear the house. We clear the truck. We clear the ALG. We clear all that bullshit. 6 days work. And I ain't finna come out and work no 6 days because I like money. But it's good to know that if all else fails, I will come out here and work and we can go sit down for three on y'all land. Before I be a party to the bullshit, I slide on your ass. For real. So, with that being said, you might want to get up with your boy. I mean, you know how Trim fat. I feel like I'm a forensic accountant, and then I feel like I'm a hell of a market analyst. Tell me I ain't, and I ask you where the rest of the market analyst ass is at. Where they at? All the folks that say they know the way, come follow me. I got all these hot shots, I got all these trucks, I do it moves, I got these companies, I got 3 companies in one, I got 5 companies, I got 18 trucks, I got where the fuck they in now? Go find them and tell them to come see me. $JBUTLER 357. Thank y'all for y'all time. Y'all be blessed. Keep that thing putting mayonnaise and mustard. You already know what I said about a hell. And in my man.